today, innovative planning, and that is one of our more senior Toastmasters, or not more senior, but been around with us for a little while. Ms. Kristen Wright. So looking forward to hearing her present a speech from the innovative planning area series. It's a level 1 speech, researching and presenting. And the title of her speech is Why Can't We Live Our Dreams? Eva will be her evaluator for today. So let me welcome Kristen.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Today I want to talk about why we can't remember our dreams. So have you ever been asleep and you've been having this amazing dream and you're with the Men in Black and you're shooting down aliens and you're saving the world, and then you wake up in a fleeting moment and you're like, wait, I remember, and I had this cool gun, and wait, but you can't remember it for very long and you can't remember a lot of it. Well, I'm going to kind of talk about why. I'm going to break my discussion down into 3 points. Why you can't remember your dreams, steps we can all take to remember our dreams, and kind of myths about remembering your dreams. So first today, let's talk about why you can't remember your dreams. So there's a third of your life you spent asleep, a good chunk of which you spend dreaming. So there's 2 big parts of your brain in the anatomy that have a lot to do with your memory. There is the hippocampus, which is involved in storing long-term memories and making those memories resistant to forgetting. That's the curved part. And the cerebral cortex. That plays a central role in your memory as well. So, before I get into the 2 theories I'm going to talk about why we can't remember our dreams, I want you to know that scientists don't actually know. These are theories. They can't prove why we can't remember our dreams. So don't go home and Google it and say, Kristen was wrong. All right? I don't want to hear that. So the first theory is that when we fall asleep, that not all of our brain's regions fall asleep at the same time. The hippocampus, which is the most important part of your brain, falls asleep last. So therefore, scientists say, according to the studies, it wakes up last. Now, I wish that was really true with my kid, because he always goes to sleep last and wakes up first. I don't know what it is about it. Like, he goes to sleep at 11 and, he's up at 6 no matter what. But with the hippocampus, if it's asleep, it can't talk to the cerebral cortex and store your memories from short-term to long-term. That's one of the theories. The second theory is that the hippocampus is active while you're asleep, and it's talking to the cerebral cortex, but the cortex is asleep, and so it's having a one-way communication, and so therefore it can't store any of your memories, and so you can't remember it all. Now again, I don't know, these are both theories, very high-level theories at that. So I can't say that either one of them are true. They've done a lot of studies, but they just can't say, yes, this one is definitely accurate over the other. Let's move on to the next topic. So ways that you can try to start remembering your dreams. So the first thing you can do is keep a dream journal. Just buy a journal at the store, keep it beside your nightstand. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you can remember anything about your dream, then write it down. Every couple of weeks, go back through your dream journal and see if you've added any memories or you've linked any together. See if it's jogging your memory, helping. The second thing you can do is get higher quality sleep. Now I'm going to sound like a doctor here, but exercise daily, eat a better meal, set a routine. Try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That's really important as far as remembering your dreams, because dreams happen during the REM sleep cycle. That happens about 90 minutes after you go to sleep. If you're not getting higher quality sleep, you're not hitting the REM sleep cycle. Therefore, you're not going to be able to remember. Drink more water. I'm not saying being hydrated is going to help you remember dreams. But if you drink more water right before you go to sleep, there's a really good chance that you're going to have to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. Now, back to what I said about REM sleep cycle. That's when you do your dreaming. So if you interrupt your REM sleep cycle, you have a much better chance of remembering what you were dreaming during that time. So as daunting as it is to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, you're just irritated, you've got to get up. It's a good way to try to remember your dreams because you're interrupting that cycle. This is the worst thing you can do when you wake up, all right? So next time when you wake up and your alarm's going off, shut it off and just lay there for a minute or two. Don't open your eyes. Don't let your daily to-do list come in your head. Just lay there. Don't think about anything. See if bits and pieces of your dream come into your head. So just lay there, don't open your eyes immediately. Relax, clear your brain. Probably good practice for all of us to do on a daily basis anyways, right? And lastly, don't give up during the vicissitude of the trials of you trying to remember your dreams. You can do it, all right? It's just like yoga. So when you first started doing yoga, you weren't really flexible, but as you started practicing yoga, you got better and better and better, right? So lastly, I really want to talk about myths around remembering your dreams. There's 2 myths I want to talk about today. The first one is I don't remember my dreams, so therefore I don't dream. That's actually not true. Everybody dreams, even if you don't remember your dreams. There could be somebody that doesn't remember their dream for the last 10 years. That's okay. Some people tend to forget their dreams quicker than others. But if you practice based on some of the steps and ideas I gave you, then maybe you'll start to remember your dreams often. Other people tend to try too hard to figure out what that dream's underlying meaning is. Don't do that. They do have things such as dream dictionaries and websites you can go to. Just because you dreamed you're dying doesn't mean you're going to go out and die today, okay? I remember in days when I was a server, I was a waitress at restaurants. And if we had a really busy night, I mean, I would go home and in my dreams, I was still waiting tables, you know? And I don't know about you guys, but I'd be like, oh, that customer wanted a side of ranch, you know? That was like 2 hours ago, I definitely had forgotten about it. But it was running through my head all night. So what I'm trying to say is, you may have had a stressful day, so therefore you have stressful dreams. There's no underlying meaning to it, right? Just let it go. Nightmares, same way. You're not a bad person because you're having nightmares. So in the end, we know why we can't remember our dreams. We have practices that we can take to remember our dreams, and we know a little bit more about the myths behind remembering our dreams. Hopefully some of you will try some of the practices I mentioned, and if they work, let me know. Thank you.